I'm your facilitator for this entire session, and I'm a postgraduate in applied statistics from Osmania University. Yeah, and I'm a business analytics and data analytics trainer from Naresh IT. So, so our agenda for today's workshop or the session is for to understand how statistics is important in our day-to-day roles and responsibilities of a data analyst or a business analyst, and how this statistics is helping everyone or a business to grow their revenues or increase their customers or in terms of reach their goals. Okay, na? So that's what we are going to discuss in today's session. You guys, our agenda is not to make you people as a statisticians. Okay, our main agenda is to let you know that how statistics is helping each and every data analyst or the business analyst. Okay, na? How important it is to know about the statistics. Okay, so let's have an intro about the statistics actually. Statistics is not that typical, guys. It's simply we can say it as it's a science of collecting and organizing and analyzing of your data. From the analysis, you're going to get some insights, and you're going to present that insights to our clients. So this is nothing but a statistics. Because simply I'll say that if you say that per per every second there n number of people are taking a bath. For every 5 minutes there are this n number of crimes are happening. This all the information are nothing but a statistics. This is all nothing but a statistics. So in this, we are going to know about how these insights, how these statistical insights are helping our business. Why we need it? Why we need it? See, in data science or data analytics or business analytics, the statistics will provide the foundation for understanding the patterns and to make the predictions and to do some. See, you are in a hypothetical phase. You are not able to take a decision. See, you are scared about what happens if I take a decision. What happens if I'm not taking any decision? For example, I wanted to launch a new website, an upgrade of my old version. So you are in a dilemma, you are in a hypothetical state that what happens if I launch? What happens if I'm not launching? In such case, to address this all the problems, we should definitely know about the statistics. So guys, we all know being a data analyst or the business analyst or the data scientist, first and primary thing we required is to understand the problem objectivity, and then we need to collect an appropriate data. We need to collect an appropriate data. Why an appropriate data? See, guys, I'm working for the Amazon client. So I'll collect the data related to my Amazon customers. Instead of that, if I collect the Flipkart customers data, it is not at all helping me to take a decision, or it is not at all helping me to do some predictions about my business. So it's always important to collect an appropriate data or a corresponding data for your problem. So we know we have a few different types of data. Basically, the data is divided into two types, guys. One is quantitative data, and another one is qualitative data. We all know quantity. Quantity we measure in terms of numbers. In terms of numbers, let's say I'm buying 10 products, I'm buying 30 products, I'm buying 22 products. Like this, you're giving an exact number. You're measuring in terms of numbers. So that is called quantitative data. Quantitative data involves numerical measures. Okay. And further, this quantitative data is again divided into two types of data. One is a discrete data, and another one is continuous data. Okay, na? See, guys, discrete data is consist of distinct and separate values. Means it's a number that you cannot divide into further subparts. You cannot divide into further subparts. So that is called a discrete data. Okay, na? Or we can say a discrete data is nothing but a finite number of values. Finite number of values. For example, the number of students in a class. The number of students in a class. See, guys, we'll say we have 10 students in my class. We'll say 25 students in my class. But you'll never say that I have 10.2 students in my class. Let's say you are looking at the parking lot. If someone asks you that how many cars are parked over there, you will say that there are 10 cars, there are 5 cars, there are 40 cars. But no one will park half body of the car here and half the body of the car somewhere else, right? So you cannot divide that particular number into subparts, or it's an exact number. That is known as a discrete data. That is known as a discrete data. If you say that, if you observe this age also, age is also an example for discrete data. No one says that I'm at 23 years old and 44 days. I'm at 25 years old guy and 5 days old. We never say that. We'll say either 25 years old or 26 years old. That is an example for discrete data. Okay. And coming to the continuous data, guys, continuous data can take any value within a given range and can be measured with a great precision. Or we can say that any number we are representing in terms of fractional values or floating number, it is nothing but a continuous data. If I want you to give an example, see guys, a weight. A weight can be of, let's say, 40 kgs, 40.1 kgs, 40.2 kgs, 40.22 grams. Like that, you can measure your data. You can measure your data in terms of floating points. So that is called a continuous data. That is called a continuous data. If you see, guys, there are more number of examples for continuous data. Height. See, height cannot be an exact number, guys. See, some people will be like 165 centimeters. Some people might be 160.5 centimeters, and some people might be 145.21 centimeters. Like that. That is the continuous data. Even weight, temperature, distance, and time. These all are the examples of continuous data. Or simply, we can say a data of infinite numbers is called continuous data. Uh, just a minute, no? Someone. People in online, guys, let me make an announcement that uh, I'll be going through the explanation, and at the end, we'll be having a discussion, guys. So, in that, if you wanted to ask any questions, I'll address over there. Okay, now? So, be patient. At the end of the session, we'll be having a small doubt clarification session. Okay, I'll try to address few questions over there. Okay. So we are very clear about the quantitative data. Then we have another type of data that is called quality. See guys, every day we are talking about data, we are talking about measures. We'll measure in terms of two ways. Well, either in terms of, see, whenever you're buying a particular product, you will concentrate on two things only. One is coming to the price. One is about the quality. One is about the quality. How quality is your product? One second, guys. Just a minute, guys. Okay, guys. Sorry for the inconvenience. Small technical glitch. So, hey guys, I told you that whenever you're buying a particular product, you'll basically observing only two types of measurements. One is the price, and next is the quality. So we have two types of data. One is quantitative data, and another one is qualitative data. Qualitative data is also known as a categorical data. A categorical data. See, quality data describes qualities or attributes. Okay, na? Let's say you're measuring the gender, male and female. Okay, na? Or you're talking about the performance of a particular product, good, bad, average. Okay, na? Means you're giving your measurement in terms of categories, in terms of string kind of thing. So that is called as the qualitative data. How you have two different types in quantitative data. Same way in qualitative data also we have two types. One is nominal and another one is ordinal. What do you mean by? First, we'll go by looking at the ordinal, then I'll give you the clarity about the nominal. See, guys, every time I'll say this thing, everybody will give a particular name to anything to give you a descriptive information about its functionality. See, why they have given the name as ordinal scale or ordinal data means whenever you're storing the categorical data, you can give some ranking to that particular data. That is called as a ordered data. That is called ordered qualitative data. Okay, na? Let's say, guys, if you're measuring about the customer satisfaction. Okay, na? The customer satisfaction can be poor, fair, good, and excellent. We all know that excellent is high priority customers. Next, good customers are a second most priority customers, and fair are the third most priority customers to us, and poor are the last prioritized customer first. Means whatever the qualitative data that you are collecting, the qualitative categories we are collecting, and we are able to give some rankings. So that kind of data is called ordinal data. Okay, na? And quite opposite to this particular data means you have the categories and you cannot give any ranking to that particular categories. That is called as a nominal data. That is called nominal data. See, the nominal scale is the simplest level of measurement. It involves data that can be categorized into distinct groups or categories, but cannot be ordered or ranked. For example, I'm measuring the gender. You cannot say that a male is greater than female or female is greater than a male. Even I'm checking the blood type, A negative, B negative, A positive, AB positive. All these groups are categorical data, and we cannot say that this particular group is higher than this particular group. So even though marital status, single or married or divorced, no one can be treated in a high priority. So everybody will be treated in an equal way. So that is called nominal data. Is it clear? So, so we are very clear about the data. Now we have collected the data, everything is good. Now we wanted to do some statistical analysis. You wanted to do some statistical analysis. So guys, I told you the statistics is nothing but a science of collecting the data, organizing your data, analyzing your data, and interpreting from your data and taking a better decisions to grow your business. Okay, na? Or to get some good impact on your business. So basically, that statistics is divided into two types, guys. Basically, the statistics divided into two types. One is descriptive and another one is inferential statistics. One is descriptive statistics and another one is inferential statistics. Let's see, guys, how this descriptive statistics is helping us and how this inferential statistics is helping us. First, we'll understand the basic ideology of descriptive statistics and inferential. So, guys, descriptive statistics is a branch of statistics that involves organizing, summarizing, and presenting the data in meaningful way. See, guys, we have a huge amount of data. Okay, na? Sometimes you are not able to understand exactly what we are talking about. So here comes the picture of descriptive statistics. This descriptive statistics will give you, for example, I'm conducting a customer's data. Let's say customer name, customer age, and purchase date, and the number of product purchased, and the bill amount. So I have collected this kind of data. So here, my descriptive statistics will help me to understand what is this data is talking about. First insight that we are going to get is this is talking about sales data. And another one, let's say, what is the average age of my customers? Let's say, uh, at what age group people are mostly preferring, are most willing to buy my particular product. This kind of information. And how much revenue I was able to generate on year or day on day. All this type of descriptive information can be provided by the descriptive statistics. Okay. See, you can provide, see guys, I'll give you a simple example. If someone, some uh, director, a film director wanted to explain the script to a particular hero, a particular producer. Okay, na? Everybody have their own way of describing. Someone will describe the script in English. Some people will describe the script in Telugu. Some people will describe in Malayalam. So there are so many ways. Same way, to give the descriptive information about your data, there are multiple tools or multiple ways. One is the measures of central tendency. It is one of the part of descriptive statistics. And another is a measures of dispersion. By using this dispersion also, you can give some information about your data. And through the data visualizations also, you can get some understanding about your data. Okay, na? So let me give you about what is this measures of central tendency, a shortcut, guys. Then again, we are going to discuss in depth about this central tendency and dispersion. Okay. See, guys, measures of central tendency. See, guys, in that only you have central. So by using this, we are going to learn about the central points, like the most important points that represents about your entire data. See guys, if you're going into a particular college, if you wanted to know anything, you will be communicating with the principal or the head of that particular organization. Means he is the entire representation of your college. If you have to know about the good things, bad things, or if you wanted to inquire anything, you can go and contact that head of the person. That is a central person. So that's we are going to discuss in central tendency and the dispersion. Don't worry, guys. I'll give you in-depth intro about central tendency and dispersion in upcoming minutes. Yeah. So we are very clear about the descriptive statistics, guys. So and I told you that we have two types. One is descriptive statistics and another one is inferential statistics. What is this inferential statistics? See guys, let's say a government wanted to launch a particular scheme which is beneficial to the male people, male candidates or a female candidates in India. Let's say our central government wanted to launch a particular scheme which will be effective to a particular gender, either male or female. So no one will launch the scheme directly, guys. First, they'll do conduct some survey and they'll do collect their opinions. If the opinions or the feedbacks are in a positive way, then they'll launch. If the feedback is in a negative manner, I said it's all about negativity, then they'll stop launching that particular thing. So here the problem is, let's say in India, we have some crores of people. So practically, it is not possible for anyone to go and contact each and every male candidate and each and every female candidate in India. Typically or practically, it is way cost and it's more time taking process. And even though we are not sure that we will be able to collect each and every one's response. Let's say someone from India went to US and settled over there. So if you wanted to have an opinion from him, you have to travel to United States or you have to wait for that particular person to return to India. So practically it's impossible. So how do you know? How can you arrive at a particular decision? So here comes the picture of inferential statistics. So here we'll do collect some sample, we'll do collect some available sample, and we'll conduct some tests, some survey questions to the sample people, and we'll collect their opinion. If the sample people feedback is about positivity, then we believe that the same impact will be going to be having entire population. So this is nothing but a inferential statistics. So we'll collect a sample, we'll apply some tests, or we'll ask some questions. From the test results, we'll abbreviate these test results to the population. See what is we are getting from the sample. We believe that this is same going to be happen with the entire population. So that is about the inferential statistics. So in inferential statistics, we are going to infer the sample outputs to the population with the help of hypothesis testing and with the help of confidence intervals and with the help of regression analysis. With the help of regression analysis. No worries, guys. We'll discuss a short note of each and everything. Okay, na? So, guys, applications of statistics in data science and data analytics and business analytics is very crucial, guys. See, guys, I'll say simply there is two employees in an organization. We know that nowadays we are able to see so many layoffs. So many people will have a doubt that how can I survive my job? Means, see guys, there are two people in an organization. One knows all the data analytical tools and data science tools like Excel, Python, SQL, and Power BI, Tableau. And someone knows all these tools. Along with these, he is very good at statistics. When it comes to the layoff, the first person going to be out of the organization is a person without a statistical knowledge. A person having a basics or minimum statistical knowledge is going to survive in their role. So that much importance we have in a statistics. Okay. See guys, if you wanted to know whether your customer is going to be churn or not, whether if you're going to give a particular loan to your customer, you wanted to know whether the customer is going to be a fraud or non-fraud, or you wanted to predict in next 10 years how much revenue I'm going to generate. Let's say if you wanted to know after 10 years whether my business is going to be shut down or not, all these kind of problems are addressed by the statistics are addressed by the statistics. Hey guys, in machine learning, statistics is very important. In A by B testing also means you are having two versions of your website. You wanted to know whether version A is working well or version B is working well in terms of converting your customers. Okay, na? Like that, there are so many dependencies where you're going to use your statistical skills. Okay, na? So, so before going to learn in depth about the statistics, let me give you a few understandings about the most frequently used terminologies called population and sample, guys. So in statistics, population refers to the entire group of individuals on which you are going to do some study or you are going to do some research. Okay, na? And coming to the sample, guys, it is like a subset of your population. You have an entire India. From that, you are selecting only few states or few villages or few districts of people. That is called a sample. That is called a sample. Or simply, we can say that a subset of your entire population is a sample. Okay, na? So guys, population, the complete set of individuals or objects or events of interest in your study. Okay, na? If you come to the size, the population size can be very large and making it difficult or impossible to study all the members. That's why that's why we are getting into sampling. See guys, the population has a specific parameters which are numerical values that describe the population. Example, average height, percentage of success. See, if I wanted to give you an example of the population, see all the students in a particular university. See, if I wanted to analyze the performance of a particular university, all the students of all the branches is an example for my population. Coming to the sample is a subset of my population. Subset of my population. Let's say I wanted to check the education levels of a particular university. So what I'll do, it's not possible to conduct any exam to each and every person and to analyze their test results. So instead of that, I'll select randomly some branches of people and some random students. From this sample, from the test results of the sample, I'll decide whether this entire university is good or bad to get a knowledge. Okay, na? So that's about the sample, guys. See, if you say that a randomly selected 100 students from the university to a particular survey is an example for sample. Is an example for sample. Okay. See guys, we will this session is targeted around 2 hours. So that's why we are targeting on the high notes of the concepts. Okay. So we are very clear about population and sample. Then I told you guys, first of all, to do any analysis, we should have a data, right? So we have to collect the data. There are so many ways to collect your data, guys. One is by using conducting a surveys, one by using questionnaires. Okay, na? See, guys, Amazon will collect their customer data initially. Whenever you open a Amazon account, they'll collect your name, they'll collect your email ID, they'll collect your mobile number, they'll collect your gender, they'll collect your date of birth. So such kind of way that you're going to collect your data. Okay. And whenever you are buying something, they'll collect their address and receiver name, receiver mobile number. So that is also another way of collecting data. Okay, na? We'll collect the data and we'll store the data in multiple formats. Okay, na? It's very, very important, guys, to collect the data. Sometimes we'll collect the data from surveys, some from the website. Sometimes we'll collect the data by the direct observation, by the direct observation or will conduct some surveys, interviews like that. We'll collect all of our required data. Okay. So let's see, guys. Let's learn about the descriptive statistics. And every stage, I'll explain you how this is going to help us in a real time. Okay. So we know, guys, descriptive statistics involve summarizing, organizing, and to provide the useful insights. And I told you we are going to have a descriptive information or the descriptive statistics about our data, about our business in three ways. One, by using central tendency, one by using a dispersion, one by using a data visualization. So here we are concentrating on central tendency and dispersion. Okay. See guys, simple. Measures of central tendency describes the center or typical value in a data set. This includes mean, median, and mode. See guys, let me give you a normal example. Whenever a college wanted to represent their performance, see guys, we can see we wanted to represent our chess champion behalf of India. So in India. But we have one particular person will represent our entire India that we are very good at this chess. Okay, like that, we are going to find a central point from our entire data. It's like a representation of your entire thing. Let's say, guys, I'll say uh, every month on an average, I'm getting a $20,000 as a revenue. $20,000 as a revenue, which means that whether my business is going well or business is going very bad, at an average, I can able to generate $20,000 of revenue. Okay, means by that you can plan accordingly. You can plan your expenses. Means you can plan your expenses should be less than $20,000, because if you exceed your spendings more than your earnings, it is not at all good for our business. That is not at all good for our business. So in measures of central tendency, we are going to find that central point, which is a representation of your entire thing. See, guys, in a college, you wanted to know something. What you'll do, you won't go by asking each and every student. You will go and ask the central person, or the central person, the representative of your college, called a principal or the head of the department or a vice principal, kind of. So that is nothing but a central value. So in center tendency, we have three types of values. One is mean, another one is median, and another one is mode. See, guys, all three called as a average. Many people in real way have a confusion that they'll say average and mean both are same. No, guys, both are not same. Average is a like a parent. Mean, median, and mode are like a kids of that particular parent. The average is a big view. In that big view, we have a short views called mean, median, mode. Okay. So let's see how do we calculate this mean, how this is helping us to take a particular insight. Let's see median, and also we'll see about mode. Okay, na? See, guys, mean. The mean is the arithmetic average of set of values, and it is calculated by summing all the values in the data set and dividing by the number of values. So this is the formula that we are going to use to calculate the average or mean. Okay. So see, guys, by using this, see, for example, we are having everyday revenue. Okay, na? So if you see first day revenue, first day you might see only $1,000. Next day you may say $2,000. Some other day you may see $5,000 of revenue. So taking one individual point and believing on that to take a good decision or a bad decision, it's not at all easy. So what we do is, see, guys, even though when you doing a graduation, the graduation is around 3 years. First year, second year, third year. If someone says you looking at the first year percentage, you are passed in the graduation. It's not possible. If I see only second year percentage, if you have passed only second year, if I'll say that you have graduated, it's also not good. So what we do, we'll conduct a test on first year, second year, and third year, and then we'll do the mean. We'll do the mean, and we'll calculate the average score. If the average score is greater than the expected one, then you will be promoted, or else you will be demoted. So that is the use case of mean. In the real-time business, they wanted to know average revenue or average sales or average age of my customers. Average age of my customer. Let's say I have calculated my statistics and I got an average age as a 35 or 25. Whenever I'm launching an advertisement campaign to about my product, let's say I'm selling a particular product, guys. Okay, na? And I could see that average age of my customers is 25. So when I'm doing a advertisement campaign, I use all the artists over the age of 25 to 30. So that is the impact. So if I use the same age group people, so it will have a more impact. So it will provocate the people to buy that particular product. How I'm taking the decision to use only 25 age to 30 age people as an actress with the help of mean, with the help of average. Okay, so this is about the mean, guys. And next we have a median. See, I told you mean is average, median is also average, mode is also average. If you are calculating mean, then why we need to calculate median again? We all know about the mean, then why we are calculating about the median? Why we are calculating about the median? See, guys, when it comes to the median, let me give you an example. Let's say, guys, I have a I have a sales. Okay, I have a sales. Let's say this is the day one sales are 300 rupees. Day two sales are 400 rupees. Day three sales are 500 rupees. Okay. If I calculate the average sales across the 3 days or 3 months, what is the average revenue I can expect? 400 rupees. Okay, na? It's okay. But what if something happened unexpectedly or something happened inappropriately, and the last day you have generated a revenue around 5,000 rupees. I've generated a 5,000 rupees. So automatically, what is your average revenue then? 1,900 rupees. See, guys, when it was 500 rupees, your average revenue was 400 rupees. So what you'll do when it comes to the situation that you have to spend some amount on advertisement, you'll plan to spend less than $400. You'll spend $300, or you'll spend $250 or 250 rupees. It's okay. But one day, just one day, you got 5,000 rupees of revenue or 50,000 rupees of revenue. So, which gives you an average that you are able to generate 60,000 rupees of revenue, 16,900. So, you believe that, and when it comes to the expenses, you will spend around 15,000 rupees or $15,000. But it is not sure, guys. It is impacted only one day. So this is called extreme values. So when you have a extreme values in your data, your average, that is called mean, will be having high impact. So taking a decision depending upon only mean is not at all suggestible. So that's why we have a solution called median. That's why we have a solution called median. So the median is nothing but a middle value. Median is nothing but a middle value in your data set. So when the values are arranged in ascending or descending order. So whenever you wanted to find your average revenue or average sales with the help of median, first of all, we have to sort our sales data in ascending or descending order. Then whatever the middle item that you have is nothing but your median. It is nothing but your median. See, guys, let's see the same example. Let's say I have 300 sales day one, 400 sales day two, and 550,000 rupees sale on third day. Whatever you say, the middle value is 400. The middle value is 400. So this is your median sales. Even though the last day or the extreme value is not 50,000, it is 5,000. Even though your median value is same, let's say you have a 60,000 rupees of sale on one particular day. You have extreme data, even though the median is same. So that is why in most of the organizations, if they wanted to know their average performance, average sales, average age, average revenue, they are going to use a median. They are going to use median. Okay, guys. Here we have two ways. One is if there is an odd number of values, then the median is nothing but the middle value. So what if we have even numbers? What if we have even numbers? In such case, the median is the average of two middle values. Or we can say, let's say guys, if I have these are my 4 days sales in terms of number of products. So I wanted to know the average number of products that I'm going to sell on one particular day. So you'll see, you will sort your data and you'll take the arithmetic mean of the two middle points. Let's say you will say 5 plus 7 divided by 2. Sum of the elements by the number of elements. So whatever the output that you are going to get is nothing but your middle value. That is nothing but your median value. So which is a insensitive of outliers when comparing to the median. So this median is very frequently used in organizations to take a decision. Is it good, guys? Next, coming to the another type of measures of central tendency is mode. Is mode. See, guys, I'll give you one real-time example about the mode. See, the mode is the value that appears most frequently in your data set. See, guys, most is nothing but a value or a category that is having a highest frequency in your entire data. That is about mode. See, guys, I'll give you an example why we need this mode, sir. How business is going to use this mode. See, guys, I'll say that I have a fashion store. Let's say I have a fashion store. Okay. So next season is Dasara. We all know many people will buy more clothes on the festival of Dasara and Durgastami. Okay. So let's say I wanted to get a new goods, new load to my shop. So what I'll do, I have a case. See, most of my customers are male customers. Most of my customers are male customers. Okay. So I wanted to know, I wanted to get some shirts. So we all know shirts are most frequently M size shirts, L size shirts, S size shirts, XL, double XL. So I have a budget of 20,000 rupees, guys. So in this, which size shirts should I get more quantity? More quantity. What I'll do is I'll collect my customers' data. From the data, I'll do analyze. I'll calculate the mode. Let's say I have a size. I have a shirt size. I have a shirt size. Let's say, guys, this is my size and this is the frequency. This is their frequency. Let's say M size shirt. Let's say L size shirt. Let's say XL. I'll sell only these three sizes. If you see the frequency, M size shirt sales, the number of M size shirts I have sold in the last 1 year is 60,000. L size shirts 50,000. XL size shirts only 1,000, 10,000. Okay, na? See, if you observe this, the size having highest frequency is M. So here, this M is nothing but my model value. This is nothing but my model value. So when I'll buy a goods, when I'll get a load of shirts, I'll try to buy more shirts of M size and less number of shirts of size L and XL. See, guys, it's very true. If you go and observe any fashion store, any shop, you can see different types of varieties in M size shirts. You will have very less variated shirts in XL and very less variations in double XL shirts. Why? Why? Because M is the model value. If you go any store, Amazon, Flipkart, online, offline, anywhere, M size shirts are most sold products, most sold size. So that is having highest frequency. So that is nothing but a model value. So that is the way the model or the mode value is going to help us to take a better decision in our business. In our business. Okay, guys. So let's say if you see this example, first day I have sold 4 items. Next day I have sold 6 items. Next day I have sold 6 items, 6 items, 6 items. Next day 7. Next day 8. Here the mode, here the mode is 6. The mode is 6 means highest number of items that I have sold per a day is 6. So I can say that on an average every day I can sell 6 items. Or this is also one type of example in terms of qualitative data. And here I have gave you set size example. This is a categorical data. Here also you can use the mode to select your modal value. So this is how your statistics is going to help you to take a better decision in your business. Okay. So this is about a central tendency, guys. And also I told you we are going to have a descriptive statistics or the descriptive information about our data by using two ways. One is central tendency, one is dispersion. You are good with the central tendency. Now we are going to learn about the dispersion. First of all, let me give you the dependency. Sir, we are able to get n number of information. We are going to get a lot of a description about data by the central tendency itself. Why? Why we need to calculate this dispersion again? See, guys, I'll give you one example. I'll give you one example. Let's say I have a student one. I have a student A and I have a student B. I have a student A and I have a student B. Okay. And for student A, I have conducted 3 exams. Okay. The first exam score is 20. Next exam score is 20. And the final exam score is 60. So the total score I'm going to measure in terms of is 100%. And for the second person B, he is getting a score of 40 in test 1, 40 in test 2, and 20 in test 3. See, guys, if you take the average of this, what is the average performance of this particular student? You see the average performance of this particular student. What is this? 33 percentage. Okay, na? And coming to the average performance of this particular student. Same, same, right? So if you completely rely on the measures of central tendency, it is about, see guys, there is a huge competition running outside. So every college is representing one person to attend that particular competition. So here I am in a dilemma. Whether should I send student A to that competition or student B to that particular competition? If you go and observe the central tendency, you will say simply that, sir, both the students are having same level of knowledge. So you can send anyone to that particular competition. This is by central tendency. But if you observe keenly in the data sets, see, student A is failed in 2 exams, 2 tests, but he passed in only 1 exam. Coming to the student B, he passed from the 2 tests and he failed in only single test. If you observe in depth, if you observe the data values individually, you can observe that there is a lot of variation between student A and student B. If you observe the variation, then you can say that you will send student B to the competition because he is very good at 2 subjects. So he can address more number of questions when comparing to the student A. This is the requirement about knowing the variation. How this variation, how much variation we have from student A to student B. Or you wanted to know the variation between the sales of last year sales and today and this year sales. You wanted to know the variation between last year sales and this year sales. Whether the sales increased or decreased, or last year sales and this year sales are same or not. All this variation can be explained by the measures of dispersion. By the measures of dispersion. So that's why to know in-depth understanding about your data, the measures of central tendency is not at all enough. So we are going to use a measures of dispersion. We are going to use measures of dispersion. Okay. So see guys, how we have measured our central value, our central representation in three ways: mean, median, mode. Same way, you're going to measure your variation in multiple ways. You're going to measure your variations in multiple ways. What are those? By using a range, by using a variance, by using a standard deviation, by using a interquartile range. See guys, all these are the statistical measures that will let you know about the variation in your data or the variation that you can observe in your business from year to year or month to month or day to day. Is it clear? So let's see how this range variance are going to help us in a business. Okay. First of all, range guys. Range is the difference between highest and lowest values in your data set. Let's say called maximum value and minimum value. See guys, if you see this, uh, let's say this is the data that I have. Okay. In this, the minimum sale amount, let's say it is a $4, it is a $8. So minimum sale amount $4 and the maximum is $8. Or if you observe, this is the price of a particular item. This is the initial price, next day price, third day price, fourth day price, or some day price is 8. So from this, if you calculate the range, you will be able to see maximum value minus minimum value means 4. That you can say 4 means there is a lot of variation from minimum value to a maximum value, or there is a lot of variation to the minimum price and maximum price. See guys, this range should be always minimum. See guys, you can increase your price. Say first day 1,000 rupees. After 1 year or 2 years, you can increase around 120. After 5 years, you can increase 150. That is okay. A small range is okay, but first day your price is 100 rupees. After 1 year, your what do you call your price is 1,000 rupees. See how much difference you have, highest value, minimum value. You have a very good range, very high range. So this range will help you whether the changes you are applying on your prices is good or bad. So that is about range guys. Okay. So not only that, you wanted to know some more variation in your data like this, like this. Say you wanted to know the in-depth variation between student A and student B, or let's say it is a product A and a product B, product A and a product B. See guys, if you observe the Mama Earth is a beauty care industry. It will sell beauty care products. See, Mama Earth have two different types of products for face wash, two different face washes. So they wanted to know the performance. They wanted to know the variation between product A and product B. Product A and product B. If they got to know that there is no variation, then they'll have a same price for both the products. If they know that product B is having highest impact, then they'll increase the price. Like say demand and supply. Most of the customers are willing to buy a product B, so slowly they'll increase the price. So that is the way you are going to know the variation. So how would I know that variation? With the help of variance. With the help of variance. So by using range, whether to increase the price or the increased price have impact or not can be understood by the range. By using the variance, you can see the internal variation, how day-to-day sales are impacting, how the variation from last year to today, this year. Okay, now let's see. Variance measures how far each data point is from your mean of the data set. If you want me to say simple, guys, See guys, I'm expecting average sales of $20,000 for this month. What happened? From the central tendency, I have calculated the arithmetic mean. From the arithmetic mean, I got to know that for this year, on an average, I'm going to generate $20,000 revenue. That is by the arithmetic mean. When I calculate the variance, this variance will give you a particular number that will describe me that what is your expected value, what is the actual revenue. You are expecting $20,000 and you got only $15,000 as a revenue. So from the expected $20,000 and the actual $15,000, how much variation that you have? See guys, 20,000, 15,000. You have a $5,000 variation. So how much that actual value or how far your actual value is from your expected value is given by the variance, is explained by the variance. See guys, the formula to calculate the variance is, see, you have each and every observation. First of all, you will calculate the arithmetic mean from that, and you'll subtract each and every data point with the mean, with the mean, and then you'll square each and every difference, and they'll do the sum of it, and then you'll calculate the variance by dividing the value by n. See guys, let's say this is my data. Let's say this is my sales data. Okay, first day 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 12,000, and let's say 3,500. Like this I have. Okay, from this, if I calculate the average, if I calculate the average, see, average is nothing but sum of the observations by number of observations. In Excel, you have a direct formula to calculate these guys. Like that also you can calculate. No, sir, I wanted to calculate it by the manual. So first value plus second day sale plus third day sale plus fourth day sale plus fifth day sale plus. Okay. So this is average guys. So you have 6 day sales divided by n. N is nothing but number of days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 5. See guys, this is by using a direct formula. This is by using a normal regular formula that we use to calculate by using pen and paper. Okay, now sum of the observations by number of observations. As per our formula to calculate the variance, first of all, we need to subtract each and every data point with a mean. So this is nothing but xi minus mean. So how do you do? This value minus this, right? So equals to this value minus this. I got it. And equals to this value minus my mean. You minus my mean and equals to same way. This value minus my mean and same way equals to this value minus. So I have calculated this one. Next, what I have to do? I have to square each and everything. So this one double star. I wanted to multiply the same value with the same value. So this is what I wanted to calculate. How I do this one into this one. Like this, I'm going to calculate. This one, I'm going to calculate. Okay, now this is what I got. After that, what I have to do? I have to get the sum of this value. I have to get sum of this value. Okay. So I'll do this, 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 and plus. Okay. So I'll get like this. After that, after that, what I'll do? I have squared, I have summed up, and I have to divide that with the n. So this is my squared output. This is my squared output. Then I have to do this one divided by n. How many days of sales we have collected? 5 days sales. See guys, here what happened? I have a sales and I have this. What I'm saying that on an average, I can generate $4,300. $4,300. But coming to the variance, see guys, you have a lot of difference coming to the average and coming to the variance value. So by that, you can say that, yes, you are expecting an average revenue of $4,300, but there might be a lot of variance. You can get $4,300, or you can get like a 15 lakhs or 1 crore, or you can get some other. Okay, na? So you cannot completely rely on the average of data. So that's how your variance is going to help to take a better decision. So if the variance is very less, guys, let's say your variance is like 5,000. Your variance value is like a 5,000. So there is a very less difference from your variance and your average. So you can think that, yes, on an average, I'm going to get 4,000 or 5,000 rupees as a revenue, $5,000 as a revenue. So you can spend around $4,000 on advertisement, or $4,500 on buying new goods or new products. Anyway, you are going to regenerate this 5,000 rupees or $5,000 of revenue, right? So that's how your variance is going to help you in business case or in data analysis. So that's by calculating the variance, you can explain in depth about their business or the variation in year on year, month on month. Okay. So that's how guys. See here also have an example. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are the data points. And the mean is 6. Say I'm subtracting each and every data point with 6, and I'm squaring and I'm summing. After that, dividing by 5. So average is 6 and average revenue is $6 and the variation is $2. So when you see this variation, there is a $4 of variations. It is very less. So you can take a decision. Okay, na? So that's what variance. Okay, guys. So key points about the variance is the squared. See how you are calculating the square variance by applying the square of right. So what happens is, let's say you are measuring your height in in centimeters. In centimeters. When you do the variance, you are going to square your units also. Means centimeter into centimeter. That becomes a centimeter square. Centimeter square, which will be a meter. So like that, actual units are in 1 unit. And when you are squaring, the units may change. The units may change. So completely relying on variance and taking any business decision is also not good. So to overcome that drawback, we have come up with a solution called standard deviation. We have come up with a solution called standard deviation. Okay, simple guys. I told you standard deviation is an advanced approach of variance. So the standard deviation is calculated with the help of variance. If you observe the formula, standard deviation is the square of your variance. First, to calculate your variance, and then you have to square, you have to apply a square root of that particular variance. Then you are going to get a standard deviation. See guys, if you observe this, see, average is $4,300. But here, how much it is? How much it is? 15 crores, 56 lakhs of revenue. So it's not possible to see the variance actually. So what you'll do, you apply square root of this thing. How you apply? In Excel, you have a formula called SQRT. By using that, you are going to calculate the square root of it. So what is they got as an output? $3,944. So now you can do the comparison easily, guys. So expected revenue is $4,300. Actual revenue I got is $3,900. So by looking at this, you can observe, is there any high variation or is there any less variation? Okay, so that is the way we are going to use our standard deviation. Let's say, guys, if your standard deviation is 0, which means that there is no such a variation. If you are getting standard deviation is 0, guys. You are getting a standard deviation is 0, which means your expected value and the standard deviation, or your expected value and the actual value have no variation, no such variation. If you are getting some number, means that is the amount of variation that you are going to get. See, I got the value as 3,944, means you can get $4,300 as a revenue or more than $4,300. Okay, na? That is the impact that you're going to have from the standard deviation. From the standard deviation value. Okay, guys. So if you have this example also, see here we got a variance value 2. When you apply the square root of that, the standard deviation is 1.41. Okay, na? So that is the way you're going to use this standard deviation. That is the way you're going to use your standard deviation to understand the variations in your data. Also, you have an interquartile range also, guys, IQR. See, guys, this IQR basically help you to understand the outliers. See, guys, I told you in arithmetic mean, there are some extreme values impacting on your business. See, guys, I'll observe 10 days sales. 9 days, I'm having very less sales. All of a sudden, last day, I got a high sales. So what I'll do, I believe that, yeah, my business is going very well. So I can do whatever I wanted to do. Unnecessarily, I'll open more outlets. So that is a loss for me. So if I go and observe this interquartile range, I can able to understand whether my business is having any outliers. Is there any extreme impacts on my business? If I able to know there are the impact of outliers, there are outliers, then I'll take a decision wisely. I'll take a decision wisely by cross-checking the arithmetic values, mean central tendency, and as well as dispersion values, To know that, we are going to use this interquartile range. See, guys, the interquartile range is nothing but the difference between third quartile and the first quartile. Means, see, guys, to know the IQR, first we'll take the first quartile sales and third quartile sales in entire year. See, year will measure as the 4 quarters. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. So to understand about the outliers, what we do is we collect the first quarter data and we'll take the third quarter data. Okay, na? And we'll see the difference between third quartile and first quartile sales. Okay, and by looking at the difference, we were able to see whether we have a outliers or not. How? See, by using the outliers, we are going to multiply the IQR with 1.5. We're going to calculate the IQR with 1.5. After that, we are going to add this value to Q3 to get the upper limit, and we are going to subtract this value with a Q1 to get the lower limit. Why? Means we'll set two limits. So any value falling outside the upper limit or falling below the lower limit, we'll treat that as a outliers. So We are not going to consider that outlier sales or outlier days sales into our analysis. So we'll collect the data, we'll eliminate the outliers, we'll collect the appropriate data, and then we'll start analyzing about our business growth or a sales. So that's where we are going to use our interquartile range or the short form IQR. Next, we have a percentiles and a quantiles also. See guys, percentile is nothing but a value which is used to divide your data into 100 equal parts. 100 equal parts. See guys, let's say I have 1 year sales. I wanted to know what is my 50% sale amount, what is my half year revenue, what is my uh, remaining half year revenue. So you can calculate by the percentiles. Or I wanted to know what is my 35% of the revenue. Or I wanted to know my out of my 100% revenue, and what if my 25% of the revenue is generated by a male customers or a female customers. Or I wanted to know what is my 75% of the revenue is generated from from male candidates or a female candidate. So like that, we are going to use this percentile. We are going to use this percentile. See guys, percentile is of 100 parts. See 1%, 2%, 3%, 5%. Like that we have 100% or 100 parts. 100. Okay. Again, coming to the quantiles, we all know guys, just now have explained you about quantiles whenever we are doing interquartile range. Quartiles are special percentiles. Special percentiles. Okay. Percentiles will divide our data into 100 equal parts, but quartiles will divide our data into 4 equal parts. Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So that is about quartiles. So when you calculate your Q1, you will say that which is nothing but 25th percentile. So when you calculate the Q1, you can see that what is my 25% of the revenue is about. Or if you calculate Q2, Q2 is nothing but 50th percentile. If you calculate the Q2, you are able to see what is your half of revenue, what is your half yearly revenue. Okay, na? So that you can understand by the Q2. Q3, Q3 stands for 75th percentile. See guys, why I'm calling it again as a percentile means I told you quartile is the special percentiles. Special percentiles. So Q1 25th percentile, Q2 50th percentile, Q3 70th percentile, Q4 100th percentile. Okay. So guys, these quartiles plays major role in identifying the extreme sales or outliers in our business. In our business. So it is mandatory to eliminate the outliers which are having high impact on your business understanding. Is it clear? So that is about that guys. And next we are going to learn about the shape of a distribution. Shape of a distribution. See guys, this shape of a distribution means shape of your sales will also give you some descriptive information about your business, about your data. Sir, what is this, sir? What this shape will give me about my business? Means I'll give you guys. See guys, we have used central tendency to understand about the central values, about the central things, how this entire business is behaving, like by calculating average sales, average revenue, average age. That is not alone helping us to understand about the business. So next we have calculated about the variance, standard deviation, range. Okay, and this what do you call central tendency and dispersion are not alone help us to understand about our business. It is mandatory to know the shape of our sales, like skewness and kurtosis, like skewness and kurtosis. So we are going to measure the shape of our business or shape of our data in two ways. One is skewness and another one is kurtosis. See guys, the measures of asymmetry tells us the extent which the data is not symmetrical around the mean. See guys, simple. By using a skewness, we can calculate that I'm expecting some amount of revenue. Some amount of revenue. Let's say I'm expecting average revenue of $20,000. $20,000. So when I calculate a skewness, I'm going to get an information that whether I'm getting actual sales which are positive, means which are more than my expected revenue, or I'm getting more than means less than my expected revenue. Or let's say I have a sales data. First day I got a profit. Next day I got a profit. Next day I got a profit. Or continuously I'm getting a loss in my data. So this skewness is going to help you about your shape. Let's say guys, I'll give you an example. If I plot, if I plot the day-to-day sales on a particular chart, on a particular chart, let's say like this. See guys, this is a central point. These are the positive values and these are the negative points. Okay. If I'm having a distribution like this, means if I'm having a longer tail towards the right side, which means positive values, means very frequently I am getting more profits in my business. Or if I'm getting a shape like this, I'm having a longer tail towards the left side, means towards negative points, means very frequently I'm getting negative sales, means loss in my business. So to measure, you are getting profits very highly or you are getting loss very highly, or your profit and sales both are in the same level. Okay, to understand this, to understand spread of your sales, the spread of your business, you're going to use SQL. Okay, by using SQNS, you're able to know whether your business is going in a positive way, whether your business is going in a negative way. So skewness help us to understand the concentration of the data points. Okay, and whenever the skewness, see guys, whenever you calculate a skewness by using a formula called 3 of mean minus median divided by standard deviation. So to know the shape of your distribution or to know the skewness of your distribution, first you are going to calculate mean, then you are going to calculate median, then you are going to calculate the standard deviation, then you are going to substitute here. After doing this, you will get some number. If the number is 0, if the number is 0, then you can say that your data is having 0 skewness. Means no more high profits, no more high losses. Both loss and profit, both are equal. Means you are in a stable position. Your business in very good position. Let's say if your skewness value is greater than 3, is greater than 3, then you can say that you are having a positive skewness. You can say that positive skewness means your business is having very high profits. If it is less than 3, if it is less than minus 3, then you can say that your business is having very high negative sales. Your business is having very high losses. That's how you're going to use your skewness. See how I'm saying that we are having high profits, you are having high losses, that have a separate terminology. That is having separate terminology. That's we call it as a types of skewness. Types of skewness. Basically, there are three types of skewness, guys. There are three types of skewness. One is positive, negative, and zero skewness. Zero skewness. Zero skewness. If you observe, hey guys, zero skewness means it is a symmetrical about your data. Means whenever you calculate the arithmetic mean, whenever you calculate the mean, whenever you calculate the mode, all the values are same, guys. Mean value same, median value same, mode value same. Then you can say that your data is having zero skewness. Means no skewness, no high positive, no high negative things. Your data is very good, your business is very good. In that, you can say that your data is having zero skewness. What about positive skewness? What about positive skewness? If you calculate your mean, median, and mode, then your mean is higher than median, and mean, median both are higher than your mode, then you can say that your data is having right skewed data. Your data is having positive skewness, which means you are having high profit in your business. High profit. See, guys, if you are going very high, is also not good for your business. If you are having very high losses, is also not good for your business. Your profit and loss should be equal. Whenever you are doing a business, your profit and loss should be very equal or should be symmetrical. If you are having very high profits, is also not good for your business. Even you are having very high losses, is also not good for your business. So to understand that, your skewness is going to help you. So this is about positive skewness. And next, we have third type, negative skewness. Next, we have negative skewness. So whenever you calculate mean, median, and mode, okay, if your mean is less than your median, and your mean, median, both are less than your mode, then you can decide that your business is having high losses. High loss means your business moving in a negative way. Your business in a moving in a negative way. So you have to take an action immediately. You have to take an action immediately. Okay. So that can be understood by the skewness. So to understand the spread of your business or spread of your data, whether your data is spread around the positive way or spread around the negative way. To understand that, you are going to use a skewness. And another metric to know the shape of your business, shape of your data, or shape of your distribution is kurtosis. See guys, by using skewness, you can see whether you are having positivity or negativity. But by using a kurtosis, you can find the peakedness. Peakedness means what is the highest revenue in the entire month. Or if you are calculating about the yearly data, what is the month where I have a highest sales or highest revenue? So that is called peakedness. That is called peakedness. To find the peakedness of your business, I mean, in one particular month, your business is going to be very high. What month is that? To know that, you are going to find the kurtosis. You are going to find the kurtosis. That's what, guys. While skewness focuses on the spread of your distribution, and kurtosis focuses more on the height, more on the height. See guys, if you draw a particular chart of your distribution, if you draw a particular chart of your sales, okay, the kurtosis will let you know. See, if you draw a shape, if you plot your data, okay, this peakedness, this peakedness will be explained by the kurtosis. Means you are having highest sales, or what is your peakedness, or you are having very less sales. Like this, the speakedness can be explained by the concept called kurtosis. By the concept called kurtosis. So it tells us how peaked or plot or normal data or our business data. Our business data. So the kurtosis is calculated by using a formula called mu4 by sigma 4 or by using this one also guys. Here what I'm doing, I'll calculate the arithmetic mean, then I'll subtract each and every data point from this arithmetic mean, then I'll multiply that value 4 times, then I'll do sum, then I'll divide by n. I'll get some value, I'll keep that aside, then again I'll do this operation, I'll do a division, then I'll get my kurtosis value. So I'll get some number guys. By depending upon the number, I'm going to decide. I'm going to decide. So how you have three types of skewness, like zero skewness, positive skewness, and negative skewness. Same way, you have three types of kurtosis guys. Same way, you have three types of kurtosis. One is mesokurtic, another one is leptokurtic, another one is plotikurtic. When you say this, means, see, when you calculate this, you got a value as 3. You got a value as 3. Okay. So then you say that your data is perfect normal, means your business is very normal, not very less sales, very not high sales. So your business is very good. So that you can see by using kurtosis. So that is called mesokurtic. Then when your kurtosis value is greater than 3 means there is a very sharp peakness, very high peakness. Means that gives you are having very high sales, than your expectations. That is called leptokurtic. When your kurtosis value is very less or less than 3, then your data will have a low peak, a flat peak. That is called platypurtic. See guys, if you observe this, see, when you distribute your data is around this shape, means a normal shape, means your profits, loss, and the sales are normal, then that is called mesokurtic. If you distribute your data, it is not in this shape, it is in abnormal shape, then you can call it as a plotikurtic. Means there are very less sales or less peakedness in your sales or in your revenue. When you have this kind of data, when you have high peakedness, means there is a high in sales than expected one. There is a high peakedness in your revenue, high peakedness in your sales. Okay, that can be understood by the leptokurtic. So to understand the spread of your data, to understand the peakedness of your data or peakedness of your business, you're going to use skewness and so this is about descriptive statistics and as well as how statistics is going to help you in your business to take your better decisions, guys. Okay. So with this, I'm about to wrap my workshop. So guys, uh, I told you that our basic agenda is to let you know how statistics is helping the business, not to make you people as a statistician. That's why we are not discussing in depth of each and everything. We went through oral. So next we are going to have one more workshop, guys. Over there, we are going to discuss about correlation and regression and the hypothesis. There we'll take one particular business problem and we'll discuss how this hypothesis testing is helping us our business. Okay, so let's meet on the next workshop, guys. So, thank you so much, one and all. So I hope the session went very good. So anyone wanted to ask any few questions, guys? We'll be having 5 minutes of discussion. Anyone wanted to ask anything, you can ask me, guys. I have a few questions already. Sure, Sujit. Don't worry, guys. We'll try to share the content with you, whatever we have discussed in the this session, guys. Don't worry. Yes, people, you can join. The NareshIT is always open for the students who wanted to grow their knowledge. Okay. Any more questions, guys? See, guys, our admin is sharing the details. Please provide your feedback. And if you wanted to know any further queries, please do contact this particular number. And anyway, we are going to start a new batch in upcoming days. So if anyone interested to, please contact the admin people. Please, guys, further any information, content, and everything, please do contact Arif. He is an admin. He is displaying his number in the chat box. Please save the number and please do ping him for the further queries. Yes, Akshay, what is your doubt? Sorry, Akshay, to avoid some unexpected disturbances, we have muted you all. So you can ask in the chat. Yes, yes, guys. From tomorrow onwards, we are going to start a new batch from 4 p.m. for data analytics and business analytics. If anyone interested, please do ping Arif. He'll share you the all the syllabus copy and all the previous demo sessions. Okay, so you'll get the demo links. You can go through those demo sessions and you can come and join us. Please hurry up, guys. We are going to close the seats for that particular demo for that particular class, 4 p.m. batch. So please hurry up. If anyone interested to join, please come and join. Hey guys, in business analytics, we are going to teach you Python, Excel, SQL, Power BI, and Tableau. So Akshay, please come to the office. You're going to have more information. Please do contact Arif. Muhammad, please explain about the pattern. See guys, it's a short note webinar. It's a short content workshop. So we can have that much explanation. So please do join our next upcoming batches that is starting from 4 p.m. So there you're going to learn a lot about the statistics and probability, guys. See guys, further queries, please do save Arif mobile number displaying in the chat box. Please do save, please do ping him for further information. Okay. And before going to close the session, thank you so much, one and all. And we are going to start a new batch at 4 p.m. from tomorrow onwards. Anyone willing to join, please do come and join. I'm going to be the trainer for that entire thing. Okay. And thank you so much, guys. Wonderful day. Thank you.